Hey, I'm Michael B2 Lighting Effects. You know those old school pin spots for your disco ball? This is one of those original ones. This has been around since the dinosaurs were alive. Uses an old, almost like an old truck headlight for the thing. And you'd have to put on these little lenses to get different colors out of it. They worked fine for like 10,000 years. Well, maybe not 10,000 years, but for a long time, that's what everybody used. And then a couple of other companies came out with a lot of different designs, and finally Chauvet came out with this one. This is called the Pinspot 2. Comes with two different lenses, a real tight beam and a medium beam. But on this, you would get some little gels to change the colors on it. Now, American DJ, and there's a lot of other companies that put out a lot of similar things, but basically you got the old school with plastic lenses, and you got the Chauvet with these little colored gels and the lens. Then American DJ, here it is. It just happens to be right underneath me here. Came out with this Pinspot LED quad, which we have not even checked out yet, but this thing sounds very interesting. It's right around the $100 mark, something like that. Oh, backing up, these used to be really cheap, like $9, $10. Nowadays, they're about $30 for one of these. The Chauvet unit, maybe about 50 bucks, something like that. Now we got the Pinspot LED quad, right about $100, maybe a few dollars more. And you and I are going to check this out together to see if it's worthwhile. Comes with a remote. A Pinspot with a remote. Let's move all this junk over here. And open this up. How's that? We'll just use a razor blade. Every time I use a razor blade, I end up cutting off the cord on the light. I'm sure you've done that. Well, a lot of people have, anyway. Let me get this thing off. There we go. Okay, get rid of that. Here it is. We got a Pinspot. And this, I guess you can mount onto, here we go, your tripod. Got a clamp on there. Let's see what this thing does. Plug it in. That's how I do the power cord. I was really well prepared for this one, wasn't I? Of course, none of these I'm ever prepared for. Okay, there we go. We got, it's changing colors on me. It's right in the lens there. Can you see those colors? Yeah, you can see those colors all right. Then we got the remote. Let's see what this does. Pull out that little tab. Throw that on the floor. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's bring this into the showroom. Unplug it. Grab our little remote, our little light, our coffee. No, we don't need the coffee. And we'll go in the showroom and check this out. I'm impressed from the standpoint that you can change the colors with the remote control. When you have all the multi-colors going on, you can see in the showroom, on the dance floor and on the wall, you actually are seeing all the different colors moving around. The solid colors like red and white, and I think it was green, are just solid colors, which really look good. And what I didn't show you in the showroom on this remote, because I was learning the remote as I was working this thing, you can do strobe. You get this thing the strobe. You can dim it down if you want. It does have a pretty wide angle. So if you want to use this for a disco ball, you have to be somewhat close. I'm going to say roughly maybe 4 feet for a 12-inch disco ball, maybe 5 or 6 feet for a 20-inch disco ball. However, you can use this for a lot of other things. Around the dance floor, you can use it for highlighting different things, a cake table if you're a DJ or you're a wedding planner, something like that. A lot of different uses for it, and what I really like about it, it comes with the remote control. There's numbers on here that you got to learn what the numbers do. The numbers actually change the colors to different colors, and you got full on, you got strobe, color choice, dimming down, dimming up. You got a fade type thing. You have sound on, you can make it sound active or sound off, and standby, which turns the whole thing off. So there you go. You got a $30 Pinspot if you want to go with the old school thing, but you got to change up the ball. Not a good idea. You can't change lenses up in the air either. Or you can go with the Pinspot 2, which also comes with color lenses. or the new Pinspot LED quad from American DJ. I got to compliment them on this. Great use of a tri-LED light, and it's also bright. Let me see. I forgot to tell you the wattage on this thing. Rob, did you figure out the wattage of this?
8 watts.
It's an 8 watt LED light, which is pretty bright. That's a 3 watt. I don't know what the old school one is. So, there you go.